Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm going to be doing a session with Tennille today. I've created a session plan. The session location and time was confirmed yesterday and again an hour before training this morning. As we're using a home studio, neither the space or the equipment is required by any other staff or clients at the moment. I've reread today's session plan prior to the client's arrival to ensure that I fully understand and remember the upcoming session. All of the equipment required has been prepared and set up accordingly to ensure smooth transitions throughout the session. While preparing the equipment, I've checked for any possible faults or hazards that may be a danger to my client or myself. All equipment has been deemed safe and no changes are required to the session structure. The area in which we'll be training has been inspected for any potential hazards and I've deemed the area safe to train. Hi Tennille, how are you?
Good, thanks. Kelly.
Good. Thanks for coming in today. I'm really looking forward to our first session. But before we start though, I want to go through the pre-exercise screening form that I got you to fill out and bring in for me.
Sure.
Okay, I'll just have a quick look through. Beautiful. Lovely. Now I'm just going to go through a few additional questions for you. Okay. Is there anything else that you think I might need to know that's not on your form that might affect your training?
No, nothing.
No? Good. Okay, and do you have any children?
Yes.
Yes. How old are your youngest?
3.
Okay. So since your last pregnancy, have you had any significant abdominal separation that's caused any back or stomach pain?
Separation, but it's not an issue anymore.
Okay, so you don't get any pain from it? Okay. And any issues with pelvic floor or prolapse at all?
No.
No? Beautiful. Okay, we're just going to go through the program that I've prepared for you for today. Feel free to ask any questions as we go. We'll be starting by doing a short warm-up on the rower, and then we'll do a little bit of weights before we go into the actual session. So we'll be doing some strength, cardio and some stretching during today's session.
Sure.
Some of the exercises that I'll be getting you to do will be push-ups, a bent over dumbbell row and bodyweight lunges for your strength component.
Okay.
Then we'll be doing cardio, which will be rowing, cycling and a little bit of boxing. Okay, if you're not sure of any exercises that I've mentioned, don't worry too much because we'll go through and demonstrate and explain them as we go.
Sounds good.
Okay, then we'll finish off with some stretching. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Good?
Let's do it.
Beautiful. You don't have any questions before we start?
No.
No? Okay, what I'm going to do before we start is just get you to take your pulse and time it for 30 seconds, just so we can find out what your resting heart rate is, and from there I can work out your maximum heart rate and your target heart rate.
Got a stopwatch?
No. Might have to borrow your watch for this bit.
New press.
Okay, so starting now. And stop.
30.
Lovely. So your resting heart rate will be 60 beats per minute based on you doing it for 30 seconds. Now, based on your age of 33, your maximum heart rate is 185. Okay, so with your resting heart rate of 60, your target heart rate will be 135 beats per minute. Okay, so because this is your first session, we'll be aiming for 60% of your maximum heart rate as your target. Okay. If at any stage during the workout you do feel dizziness, lightheaded, anything feels abnormal aside from a normal exercise muscle type soreness, make sure you let me know because we can do modifications and we can stop. Okay, if you need to. Beautiful. now it's time to start doing some exercises. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're going to start with the rower for the warm-up. So you're going to burn 10 calories on the rower. Now, have you ever used a rowing machine before?
Never.
Never. Okay, so I'll demonstrate and then I'll explain and check your technique when you're doing it.
Sure.
Okay, so we start by sitting in the seat, feet in the stirrups, and then tightening. Now, one of the motions for the rowing is pushing back through your quads and coming in, so it's warming up your quads as you're going.
Yep.
Now, then you pick up the handle and you're pulling back towards you into your chest and then back in as you come back in. Okay, so you're making sure you need to breathe as you're pulling back and squeezing through your shoulders. So it's a good cardio workout and an all over warm up exercise for your lower and upper body. Okay, so back in. Okay, comfortable with that?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start by putting your feet in the stirrups. Okay, now I'll tighten them. Okay, do they feel secure?
Yeah.
Both feel the same?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So if you come in and grab the handle. Alright, so as you go back you need to be exhaling and as you come back in, inhale. Okay, beautiful. Get back, that's right. You should feel a pinch back here in your shoulders as you drop back. Okay, so you can go to 10 calories. Very focusing on your breathing. 5 calories to go. Okay. Knees off. How are you feeling after that, Neil?
Yeah, alright.
Yep, beautiful. Okay, now move on to doing some light weights. We're going to be doing a squat press with dumbbells. Okay, so you'll start with the 3 kilos, just a warm up. Okay, so you have your feet shoulder width apart. Squatting as you're coming down, keeping your bottom out and making sure your knees don't go over your toes. And as you come up, you're pushing your weights up. Okay, making sure again that you're exhaling on the work part of the exercise. So as you're coming up, you'll be exhaling. Okay, so we're just going to do 5 of those.
5?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Lovely. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3, making sure you're breathing. 4, 5. Lovely. How are you feeling? Nice and warm?
Yeah, good.
Yes? Good. Okay. You can start now. Do you have any questions about anything we've done so far or about warm-ups in general at all?
No.
No? Okay. Now, you've highlighted that your core strength is something that you'd like to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a fitness test on your core stability just to see where you're starting at and then we know where we can go from there. Okay,
Sure.
so the fitness test I'm going to do is a plank hold. I'll demonstrate for you first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the idea of it is you're going to be in the plank hold and hold it for as long as you possibly can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll demonstrate. So you can do it on either your knees or your toes. Okay, so if you're doing it on your knees, you need to have your shoulders at a right angle, your arms at a right angle, sorry, to the mat and your shoulder. Okay, so you need to make sure you start down, push your bottom up, but you need to make sure that it's not sticking up and that your lower back's not sagging. So you need to engage your core. So pulling your belly button up towards your spine and continuing to breathe while you're doing it. Okay, so if you're comfortable going up on your toes, you go up like that, and again you need to make sure that your core is engaged so that your back's not drooping and that your bottom's not sticking up too far. How's that sound?
Let's give it a crack.
Good? Okay. So I'll time you while you're doing it, and then we can see where you sit on the scale. Okay, do you want to do it on your knees or your toes?
Toes.
Okay, so you ready to start?
Yep.
Okay, and go. Lovely. Let's put your bottom down just a tiny little bit. That's it. Can you feel that through your stomach muscles?
Yeah.
Yes. Good, wait, yeah, 30 seconds. "45 seconds. Good work. Just make sure you're keeping your head up and not looking down so that you don't get dizzy while you're. And that's 1 minute. How's it feeling?
Shoulders feel it.
Shoulders feeling it. Have to find a strategy to keep you amused while you're doing it. Some people say the alphabet, see how many times they can say it while they're doing it. Okay, that's 1 minute 30. Beautiful. Okay, so according to this chart, you did 90 seconds, so you fit into the strong range already. So you do have really good core strength. There is a little bit of room for improvement that we can move up to very strong, but that's something that we can work on. Okay, so now that we've tested your core strength, we're going to move on to some push-ups. So I'm going to get you to do 10 reps. Okay, now push-ups are a really good exercise that you can do anywhere because you don't need any equipment. So I'll demonstrate for you and demonstrate the different options that you can do it with, and then I'll get you to do your part. Okay, so you can either do it again on your knees, so you need to have your hands a little bit further than shoulder width apart, and you need to be dropping your bottom and your chest. So you're going down almost to the ground and pushing back up. You should feel it through your chest muscles, but it does also work through your back and your core because you're stabilising as you do it. Okay, so going down, you can do it on your toes, and again you need to be mindful of your lower back not sagging and of your bottom not being up too high. So going down to the ground, almost to the ground and back up. And again making sure that you're exhaling as you're pushing back up. Okay? Any questions?
No.
No? Okay.
So we don't have them.
You ready?
Go. Yep.
Okay, lovely. And on your toes. Six, 7,
What are you counting?
8. PT counting. No.
Skip one.
10. Beautiful. There's an extra one in there. Okay. So your push-ups do